the camp of the lost.
Remnants.
Beneath the canopy the night breeze, bubble thorns twist like living teeth. Clear fell face with each slow step. Rules, remember what the soil kept. Pass on wine then not again. Every turn feels watched by them. Something stirs where shadows brood. You cross the line into the Grellwood. The Grellwood moves when you look away. Every path bends, none will stay. Fire your will or be overgrown. This forest feeds on flesh and bone. World's pace where the light won't hold. Fungal dead crawl, soft and cold. Spit sparks from rotten ground, teeth and laughter circling sound. No straight road, no clearing true. The wood decides what comes to you. Step by step, the air turns gray. The forest learns the way you move. A witch shot sinks in poison earth. Cold rings bloom where curses burst. Elemental scars won't fade. She carves the ground where you should have stayed. Ice and shadow, mind unmade. Another soul the rotters claim. Steel ends mercy, silence falls. Her magic dies, the forest calls. Keep moving now, don't stand and pray. Roots will claim the ones who stay. The tree of souls hums low and slow. Hooded eyes in the afterglow. Freedom stirs but the rot survives. Old gods breathe through bark and vines. A bramble thickens, twist conspires. Purple veins like living wires. The ground grows tense, the air draws tight. Something waits ahead of sight. The Grellwood moves when you look away. Every path bends, none will stay. Fire your will or be overgrown. This forest feeds on flesh and bone. At the heart where the roots collide, the bramble shifts then opens wide. Vines strike fast, the earth obeys. Chaos blooms in choking ways. Tentacles slam, the ground erupts. Space collapses, movements cut. Burn it back, don't lose your nerve. You tear the path the forest serves. Keep moving now, don't stand and pray. Roots will claim the ones who stay. The bramble stills, the stench remains. Sap and corpses mark the pain. Ash and fire clear the way. Thorns fall back, the wood gives way. Through broken green, the light turns red. The veil waits just beyond the dead. You leave the woods, scarred not whole. The Grellwood lets you go to the Red Vale. scars won't fade with time. The ground itself turns into a snare. Stand too long and you die right there. Move or break, don't hesitate. Ice and ruin, seal your fate. Strike between the breaths she takes. Survive the storm Areagne made. Circle stack the damage state. She reshapes the ground with frozen haze. Step out fast and cut back in. Punish hard when the casting ends. Move or break, don't hesitate. Ice and ruin, seal your fate. Strike between the breaths she takes. Survive the storm Areagne made. Another mind the rod has bent. Mercy gone, the spell is spent. Steel comes down, the cold retreat. Silence falls at her defeat. No, 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 no.
The earth spits fire!
The zones fade out. The witch is still. The wood exhales against your will. No, no, no.
Mortal fool!
The ground turns soft, then breathes again. White growth spreads where life has been. Fungus blooms in swollen rings, like something learned how rot sings. The faded walk with borrowed will. They weren't born this way, not still. Too close, too long, the change begins. The grim grows mouths and people thin. Rot marks the way, not stone, not trail. Fungus breath is the warning tale. If the ground lives underfoot, you are close to the grim zone root. Everywhere the putrid spreads, like the forest learn the dead. No edge, no line, it bleeds around. The grim is not a place, it's ground. I follow rot where it thick and slow, where even wolves refuse to go. The fetid fade to shapes half made, born of what the fungus ate. The growth rises, walls itself, roots like bars, wet wood and felled. I see the way but can't proceed. The path is sealed by living need. No blade will cut, no fire holds. The forest locks what it enfolds. This is the door, but not the hour. The grim denies unearned power. Found too soon is still
Out of
not
mana.
found. Some gates wait on different ground. I turn back through the breathing mold, past twisted things I almost sold. The tree of souls still binds the key. The hooded one remembers trail. Fungus breath is the warning tale. Till the bounds are cut and gone, the grim stays closed. The way moves on. I leave the wall I cannot break, with signs to find, with bonds to take. When Una calls, the roots will part, the grim will open, but not yet. Not start. Finding the rusted there. Fog hangs low where the roots divide. Every mark looks the same twice. I trace the bark, the iron stain, looking for red in endless green. The ground remembers older past. Blueprints fade, then reappear fast. If there's a gate, it doesn't speak. You find it only when you see. Not a road, not a sign, just a break in the tree line. Rust in the air, iron smell. That's the door to the rusted bell. Wolves cut wide through fallen trees. I stop short, then drop to knees. They have motion, breath, and fear, so I move when they're not near. Fetid ones choke the lower ground. I reroute slow, no sudden sound. Every detour bends the map. The wrong turn is a closing trap. Tangle pulls me wrong, every path feels almost on. Branches knit then twist me, that way feeds the living snake. I circle east then cut south wide. Watch the moss, the rot, the tide, where green gives way to broken shell. That's the edge of the rusted veil. Search the ground, search the air. The forest hides what doesn't care. The hooded one still draws my line, not by sight but pulled by sign. Chains you feel but never see, tugging soft through bark and leaf. Roots thin out, the soil dries, metal taste where the forest dies. No clearing, no grand reveal, just rust where the green won't heal. Not a road, not a sign, just a break in the tree line. Rust in the air, iron smell, that's the door to the rusted bed. I stop searching, then it shows not ahead, but where I slow. The Grellwood ends without a sound. The rusted valley is what I found.
against your will.
Sorry, I was just... Stay safe, if you can.
Beneath a canopy that never breathes, purple thorns twist like living teeth. Clear fell fades with each slow step. Roots remember what the soil kept. Pass unwind and not again. Every turn feels watched by then. Something stirs where shadows brood. You've crossed the line into the Grellwood. The Grellwood moves when you look away. Every path bends, none will stay. By your will or be overgrown. This forest feeds on flesh and bone. Werewolves pace where the light won't hold. Fungal dead crawl soft and cold. Him spit sparks from rotten ground. Teeth and laughter circling sound. No straight road, no clear and true. The wood decides what comes to you. Step by step the air turns grave. The forest learns the way you move. A witch hut sinks in poison earth. Cold rings bloom where her curses burst. Elemental scars won't fade. She carves the ground where you should have stayed. Ice and shadow, mind unmade. Another soul the rot has claimed. Steel ends mercy, silence falls. Her magic dies, the forest calls. Keep moving now, don't stand and pray. Roots will claim the ones who stay. The tree of souls hums low and slow. Hooded eyes in the afterglow. Freedom stirs but the rot survives. Old gods breathe through bark and vines. The bramble thickens, twists, conspires. Purple veins like living wires. The ground grows tense, the air draws tight. Something waits ahead of sight. The Grellwood moves when you look away. Every path bends, none will stay. Fire your will or be overgrown. This forest feeds on flesh and bone.
Hello.
At the heart where the roots collide, the bramble shifts then
Please,
opens wide.
take your time.
Vines strike fast, the earth obeys. Chaos blooms in
Not know the
choking
finesse
waves.
for that.
Tentacles slam, the ground
will treasure
erupts.
it.
Space collapses, movements cut. Burn it back, don't lose your nerve. You tear the path the forest serves. Keep moving now, don't stand and pray. Roots will claim the ones who stay. I'm moving now, don't stand and pray. Roots will claim the ones who stay. Keep moving now, don't stand and pray. Roots will claim the ones who stay. I'm moving now, don't stand and pray. Roots will claim the ones who stay. The bramble stills, the stench remains. Sap and corpses mark the pain. Ash and fire clear the way. Thorns fall back, the wood gives way. Through broken green the light turns red. The veil waits just beyond the dead. You leave the wood scarred, not whole. The Grellwood lets you go to the Red Vale. To the Red Vale. She draws the line. Elemental scars won't fade with time.
Down, beast!
The ground itself turns into a snare. Stand too long
Nature's
and you die right there. Move or break, don't hesitate. Ice and ruin seal your fate. Strike between the breaths she takes. Survive the storm or rain. Stack, the damage stay. She reshapes the ground with frozen haze. Step out fast, then cut back in. Punish hard when the casting ends. Move or break, don't hesitate. Ice and ruin seal your fate. Strike between the breath she takes. Survive the storm Areagne made. Another mother rot has been. Mercy gonna spell is spent. Steel comes down, the cold retreats. Silence falls at her defeat. The zones fade out. The witch is still. The wood exhales against your finding the rusted bed. Fog hangs low where the roots divide. Every mark looks the same twice. I trace the bark, the iron stain, looking for red and endless green. The ground remembers older paths. Boot prints fade, then reappear fast. If there's a gate it doesn't speak, you find it only when you see. Not a road, not a sign, just a break in the tree line. Rust in the air, iron smell, that's the door to the rusted vale.
The earth spits fire!
Wolves cut wide through fallen trees. I stop short, then drop to knees. They hunt motion, breath, and fear, so I move when they're not near. Fetid ones choke the lower ground. I reroute slow, no sudden sound. Every detour bends the map. The wrong turn is a closing trap. The grim tangle pulls me wrong. Every path feels almost on. Branches knit, then twist me back. That way feeds the living snare. I circle east, then cut south wide. Watch the moss, the rot, the tide. Where green gives way to broken shale. That's the edge of the rusted vale. Search the ground, search the air. The forest hides what doesn't care. The hooded one still draws my line. Not by sight, but pulled by sign. Chains you feel but never see. Tugging soft through bark and leaf. Roots thin out, the soil dries. Metal taste where the forest dies. No clearing, no grand reveal. Just rust where the green won't heal. Not a road, not a sign. Just a break in the tree line. Rust in the air, iron smell. That's the door to the rusted vale. I stop searching, then it shows not ahead, but where I slowed. The Grellwood ends without a sound. The rusted vale is what I found.
Blood for blood!
has been. Fungus blooms in swollen rings, like something learned. How rot sings. The fetid walk with borrowed will. They were unborn this way, not still too close, too long. The change begins, the grim grows mouse, and people thin. Rot marks the way, not stone, not trail. Fungus breath is the warning tale. If the ground lies underfoot, you are close to the grim's own roof. Everywhere the putrid spreads, like the forest learned the dead. No edge, no line, it bleeds around. The grim is not a place, it's ground. I follow right where it thick and slow, where even wolves refuse to go. The fetid fate to shapes half made, born of what the fungus ate. The growth rises, walls itself, roots like bars, wet wood and felt. I see the way but can't proceed. The path is sealed by living need. No blade will cut, no fire holds. The forest locks what it enfolds. This is the door but not the hour. The grim denies unearned power. Found too soon is still not found. Some gates wait on different ground. I turn back through the breathing mold, past twisted things I almost sold. The tree of soul still binds the key. The hooded one remembers me. Sigils wait where I began, marks not made by beast or man. Free the bound, break root and vow, only then can paths allow. Rot marks the way, not stone, not trail. Fungus breath is the warning tale. Till the bound are cut and gone, the grim stays close. The way moves on. I leave the wall I cannot break, with signs to find, with bombs to take. When Una calls, the roots will part, the grim will open.
Eruption!
But not yet, not stop.
I'm not ready yet. The wild storm within me.
Another mine, the rod has bent. Mercy gone, the spell is spent. Steel comes down, the cold retreats. Silence falls after defeat. The zones denounce, the witch is still. A wood and tails against your will. Yeah. Yeah.
Headphones on, screen glow in my eyes. Health bar bleeding, but I still rise. Dark room breathing like it wants me gone. Trigger finger twitching, then I respawn. Got that battle blues, heartbeat kicking in time. Every hit I take puts more rage in my mind. I'm fighting for my life till the last red line. Got that battle blue, and the next round's mine.
I'm not ready yet.
Midnight leads into the storm. Cold streets whisper names long gone. A shadow moves without a trace. Time bends around his face. Candles tremble, breathe held tight. Church bells drown in endless night. Every step a fading sound. He walks where souls are never found. Eyes like graves of ancient fire, heart enslaved to dark desire. Prayers dissolve into the rain. Nothing human still remains. He walks in the silence between the breaths of the dead, where fear is no violence and blood is never red. He walks in the silence where angels refuse to go. A king without a crown in a world that will never know. Moonlight scars his pale disguise, centuries behind his eyes. Lovers fade, empires fall. He outlives the rise of all. Mirrors lie, they turn away. Dawn is just another blade. Every promise carved in gold, eternal cursed alone. Frozen tears upon his skin. Mercy dies before it begins. He remembers how to feel, but pain is all that's real. He walks in the silence between the breaths of the dead, where fear has no violence and blood is never red. He walks in the silence where angels refuse to go, a king without a crown in a world that will never know. Call his name, it won't return. Light the flame, it will not burn. Faith decays, hope turns to dust. Love becomes a thing to trust no more. He watched the heavens rot and fall, watch the darkness claim it all. If salvation never came, it forgot his name. Silence. Silence remembers him. He walks in the silence.